Generic greetings and welcome back once again to PowerWash Simulator. Today's beverage is a freshly made cup of tea, so we're going to leave it where it is for now while we continue on with the cleaning. So welcome back to the game, where in the previous episode we did some more cleaning. I mean, that is the general rule of thumb here. We are doing cleaning and also doing quite well. 81% total cleaning, which is pretty good indeed. I've started on this load here just by attempting to clean the rest of this pillar for no reason other than we can. 81%, as I just mentioned there, that includes a lot of the track up to about halfway on one side. Obviously we've got the roof to do, we've got the flooring, lots of the tracks, etc. So still quite a ways to go, but overall pretty happy with the progress, and this should be, I would expect, the last episode for this map. This is, I think, the longest map that we've been on in the game, if I recall. The treehouse was, I think, a 4-episode clean. The Ferris wheel was 3 or 4. The skate park was again about the same one. So yeah, we'll just see how we get on, and then we'll also check out some of the other maps as well in subsequent episodes. So yeah, pretty happy with the cleaning there. In regards to a couple of comments, a lot of people were asking the overall, like, what I think of the map. It's not my favourite, put it that way. That's putting it mildly. It seems that the map is just a little bit too symmetrical for my liking. Like, that corner and this corner. I mean, I know there's different sections, and you got, like, well, actually, no, that does say driving me nuts, and that one is the same sort of thing. So yeah, it just seems to be just a large map. But yeah, there's some good bits to it. I like that you have to let's say clean these like fairly big trenches here, and all the graffiti on there is pretty fun as well to clean off. But at the same time, I just think it needs more salt. You know, something is just a little bit awry. But there you go. We'll just see how we get on with the rest of it. 82% clean, and I have also just realised enough money for most likely some sort of attachment, perhaps. We'll have to have a quick look there and see what we could buy. I will most likely save the money that we are getting here for the next map, and then depending on what we have to clean, I may buy either the short extension, the extra long extension, but most likely I'll end up picking up, I think I'll be picking up the cleaning nozzle for the soap dispenser. With having that would afford us some nice bit of cleaning there, because if we get, for example, if we get like a car or something we need to clean, or some sort of other vehicle that's very rusty, then obviously it's going to be made of metal predominantly, which means we can use the metal cleaner, and that will drastically increase our speed. So yeah, we'll see about that one. So not really working on any which way here in particular, other than, well, the very precise way of cleaning, which is moving from left to right. But I'm not cleaning like all of one section and then moving on, even though that's sometimes what we do. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually just clean the floor here, sticking with, as per usual, the most powerful pressure washer that we own, which is the professional duty pressure washer with the long extension and then the 15-degree nozzle, because that is my preference there. The gates and such we did in a previous episode, which I'm pretty happy with. We've still got the tracks and everything in front, as you can see there. That will be done shortly. I'll do obviously the roof as well. We also tackled the gate, which we got done I think as well. If I press tab, you can see there is still little bits that I've missed, but nothing of great note. Obviously we'll get to a certain point and it will just mark it as clean for us, which is fine. I have a feeling that we will maybe get this done sooner rather than later. This graffiti here that we're coming up to, there may be a secret message hidden behind it, but it looks just to be too chaotic to have any sort of message, so I may just spray over that there. A couple of other comments regarding actually sound as well, and saying that my voice is very difficult to hear because of how loud the game is, or rather the balance. That was actually a deliberate decision. I'm not too sure whether it was the best decision or whether I would make that decision again. I wanted it to be certainly not ASMR, but to be more just the game audio in there. But if that is a decision you would like reversed, then let me know. I can always edit them this episode onwards, or subsequent ones, but we'll see. We've got this bit up here to clean, and this wall as well, and obviously naturally the roof. This is I think this is my main problem, apart from, like I say, the symmetry of the thing, which is normally something I would applaud, but this particular case not so much. There's a lot of high up surfaces, and that can prove problematic. I actually don't know what time overall it would be to finish this map. I certainly don't know what if there's any speed runs for it. There will be a time, a best time somewhere floating around the internet, I'm sure, but I have no idea what time we've taken to clean this one. If it's close to 3 hours, it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me. But it is, after all, the biggest job that's currently in the game as of 0.8, and also the job that gives you the most money. I can sort of see why. Would I play this map again over the treehouse? Absolutely, 100%, 1,000 times, yes. The treehouse was not a good map for me, although, saying that, if I was to play that map again, I would use this pressure washer, professional duty pressure washer, and I would run the extra long extension, which I think at the time of the release of the treehouse and also the temple, I don't think that pressure washer was in the game. Yeah, I actually don't think that pressure washer was in the game, you know. So with the extra long extension and this one, actually, I'm fairly confident they weren't in the game. So there was no extra long extension, and there was no professional duty pressure washer. So yeah, if I went back to it now, might actually be an easier job, to be honest. But who knows? The temple was problematic. I keep saying the worst one was the treehouse, but I think the temple might take that. But I sort of blocked that out from memory. It's not something I want to remember too fondly. The good old days when we were just cleaning like somebody's lawn or whatever. Was that the first map? No, it was the second. It was the second map in the game, I think. The first one was your own car or the own vehicle. You're the own vehicle that you were given here, and you went on like golf carts, and now we've progressed onto some weird science fiction plane that had a sort of death laser thing on the bottom and some anti-gravity wings. Genuinely, if you go back through the series, that you will find that in the series. How curious. It's up to an 86% clean. It's fine as it is. That's going well. Just clean up to there. Work our way along. And we're going to get that light fitting, why not? And then the rest of this top bit. I'm probably going to clean the roof before I clean down below. And we'll see what happens there. This is the platform wall, which, oh yeah, we've got all of that to do as well. You can see, because of the distance that I'm spraying this at, when I press tab, we get highlighted in orange all of the bits that I say missed, but we may not have missed it, but I've certainly only misted it with the pressure washer, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. I've only given it a light clean, a light application, which means that there's still bits left over. So we have to be a little bit more thorough and take our time just to make sure that we get the right amount of pressure and the right space just to get that cleaned. This ceiling panel we will get the satisfying ting in but a moment, and then we'll work onto the sides. There's one section, there's two sections, that's good. We can then go on to this. Down to there. spray along the bottom there. You can see the sections that I've missed in this tunnel. That's just because I cleaned this rail here. That track there, it says. Standing here still makes me not feel, you know, like safe. Even though this is a disused section, you've got all these across. I can just imagine lights appearing on the side of that tunnel and skirting round, and then followed by a honk, and then a clunk, to be honest, and then sort of world goes black, really. I wonder if that's interesting. Now we're cleaning the subway tunnel, and I'm fairly confident there is a steam locomotive going to be added to the game. I wonder if we're going to get like a subway car that's going to be added to clean, or whether they'll just go with the steam engine. I don't know. The fun will be in finding out. Platform end wall almost done. A lot of graffiti, but obviously this is doing the job very quickly. Oh, nice. And I'm going to, as I said, clean the roof. Now, I'm not too sure which is the best way of cleaning this. I mean, maybe just up to sort of the zenith of the mouse. So, like, basically stop there. We can't go any further. And do the other side. Move along a little bit. And then go up like that. Someone actually commented and were asking about accessibility settings, and it's certainly not something I'm qualified to answer, but they were saying, is there a way to keep this mode on permanently like that, so you always see the orange to make it easier? That's a valid question, which I will have a quick look now, actually. You can alter the field of view, which is currently at 70. I would very much like it at 90, which is something I've not really looked at before. But there's washing, got standard effects in legacy mode. Different things there. I can't see. Let's see what it looks like when, yeah, mouse controller, camera, dirt details. Might be dirt details. Not sure. Ooh, that 90 field of view is much better for me. Oh yes, so top left, can you see that? We've got moss, dirt, streaks and grime. Oh, that's good. So we can see what sort of dirt is in there. Oh, God, right. So this is actually better for me to play, this field of view, but it's really fisheyeing on the left-hand side there. Look at that. That's not ideal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off dirt details, crosshair dirt details. That's pretty good. And we're going to put the graphics back to field of view. It was 70, wasn't it? I guess 76 would be the ideal one for most people. We've still got a little bit of a problem on the left there. But I'm going to, if I was to play again, certainly, I would stick with the 90 field of view. That's just my preferred one. But I'm going to go back to, let's say, this one here. So there we are. Right, continue on with all of that in mind. So yeah, in regards to keeping this on permanently, I can't at the moment see an option for it. I mean, I guess you could hold... No, you can't even hold tab because you have to just keep tapping it. Yeah, it might be... It's a valid thing, I would say. Certainly for those who may struggle for various reasons with the current setup having that always on. Yeah. But something to approach the dev with. So we're down to there, that's fine. Cleaning up to about here maybe. And then just slowly spraying back over. Yeah, that's the way of doing it. The strange thing is, especially with this map, there's so much that I've learned and probably relearned, because it wasn't for months until I actually played the game again. And you learn all the different ways of doing things and the better way of doing things, and then what happens is you then never encounter that sort of scenario again. Having to spray like directly up at a distance and such. But there you go. We're on to 89% of the cleaning there, which is, like I say, majority of it is now done. I'm just going to work back here and spray along. You can see I'm getting some overspray on the on the wall on the left hand side. That'll be the thing that we tackle next. And I know there's been several comments regarding bits that I've missed. I appreciate you pointing them out. I haven't directly replied because, well, when we spray and get overspray, we end up getting bits and finding them. And as soon as we come to the end anyway, the game is very gracious in telling us what we've missed, and it's very judgmental too as well. But we'll be able to manage that. We'll cope with that one. And like I say, we'll see what it's got to say for itself, and we'll get anything that's missed and try and find it. Although that sometimes can be a problem in itself, because it might say something along the lines of platform light. Right, well there's like 16 on the map, so or more, so like where is it? You just have to find the thing. Anyway, spraying on here, this is the tunnel ceiling, which I'm hoping by the time we get the majority of this thick stuff off here, it should be done. It is now done. Excellent. So I'm just going to work down from here, and we're going to spray all of this. What I'll do is I'll spray and cut in around here first to clean the cable, and also clean the wall there, because like I say, I like to make that mark, that cut in. It's nice that, you know what, that overlay that I put on to tell us what type of dirt was there was actually, I quite like that detail amount. It's not necessary, although it's good to know, because obviously some pressure washers are better at certain types of dirt, although I guess realistically, when you look at the readouts, just the professional duty is just the best, so just go with that one. It's just the best over the other ones anyway, so yeah. Right, we're going to clean the tunnel wall. I have sprayed in and around here before, so I've sprayed all of this cable and so forth, so that's done. So we don't need to go over it again. I'm not going to turn the pressure washer off and move over, that's just pointless. Although, is there a challenge mode to unuse a certain amount of water? Or does it count as much water as you've used? I think there might be that. I don't know if I've made that up. If I have, then apologies. Plus 10 generic units of, but actually sounds like a good idea for a challenge mode if it's not in, but I'm fairly confident it's in. Although I'm starting to doubt myself now. You can see obviously because of the angles we're making it like a weird shape, because we've got the angle that we're tacking this at, as well as the angle of the tunnel as well, because it's curved. So there you go. And we're on 92%. We should really take a guesstimation on what we'll be left with once I've finished the floor. All of this floor and the rails and this side. I think we will be on 99%. I think we will be able to get to the 99% mark, and there will just be a couple of pieces left over where they've got it. We haven't got that ting completion noise on them, and they're not 100%, but they are very close to that. So I think overall, the end result will put us to that 99%. So there we go. Cleaning up quite nicely this place. I do think of all the jobs that I've tackled, this one felt like it maybe just too big. But then you can, well, as I have, come back to it in different sessions, but there you are. Okay, so we're coming up to the poster now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to a different nozzle and head further back. Switching to the 40-degree nozzle. And I'm going to clean off this, and this is going to clean off the majority of the dirt and still leave the graffiti there, you see. That's why we're doing this, so we can see behind there. So that's done. We'll do the same with this one. Sadly, I didn't do this for some of the other posters, so we didn't see all of the graffiti behind it. See what it's like. So we've got driving me nuts, and someone's put like loads of flowers all over it, and some sort of like sort of like smiley face, and is that like a bonnet of some kind? Or like a helmet? I don't know. And then this one, they've made it a rocket ship, put loads of stars over it, and then I don't know what all that bit is, maybe smoke of some kind, something that's just lines. 0 out of 10, don't bother. So someone's given their review of that thing. I would certainly agree when we first encountered it, 2 out of 10, or 0 out of 10 even, don't bother, because it was filthy. Like, you would get a myriad of almost extinct diseases by going on that thing. So, yes, would have not personally recommended attending the attraction and patronising them. But yeah, it's now nice and clean by our hands. So you know that certainly not a professional job has been undertaken, but hopefully I would like to think a thorough one. We've tried our best. That's all that most people can hope for and ask for. So you can see we've had a lot of overspray on that one because of the 40-degree nozzle. Just going to cut around and then... oh no, someone's handiwork's getting cleaned. See, I don't know why we're cleaning these billboards, because these are not going to last. Surely they'll be getting rid of those billboards. The billboards are from 1984. So, although I don't know entirely what time this is set in, I'm going to assume not 1984. I'm sure the game has told us, or at least hinted at, the time. I don't think it's set in 1852, put it that way. But the the boards that we're cleaning will be ripped off the wall and probably sent to some sort of professional restorer, perhaps. They're going to be worth something to somebody. Old signage always is, or can be. Not after we blast it with high pressure water, I wouldn't have thought, but there you are. Right, so we are now on to what is almost the last leg of this thing. So I'm going to spray... actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to clean this because... oh no, I'll leave that for last because that's probably quite an enjoyable one. So I'm going to spray on these tracks here. So I'm spraying from this side. And obviously getting... I probably should drop down here. Yeah. Spraying from this side, getting overspray on the top and bottom of the tracks. And... that's hitting it quite nicely, and obviously getting the floor as well. That's what we have to do, get both sides. So 1 pass, 2 pass, and then you work back over like that. That's fine. And then we're going to clean it there. That's good. And then we're going to go from the other side. It might have been better for me to, realistically, have attempted both sides, both of these tracks on one direction on the first pass, but well, I didn't, so there's the end of that conversation, I guess. And they seem to be done quite nice there. Lots of spraying on the floor, as you can see. There will be some sections on the left and right that I've missed, especially under there, but that's okay. This is just a very good once-over for this thing. And then we're going to switch to the other side, put it all back to the wall, and then start spraying along here. And I'm going to try to get as much of the dirt on the centre bit as I can. But obviously it's really focusing on the tracks mainly. That's our main cause of concern, if that's the not really an appropriate phrase. We're not concerned about it really, but certainly our attention is focused on those tracks there. And we may get it in this pass, we may not. We have not got it in that pass. So we haven't got that tracks. That's because what will happen is different angles. Yeah, you can see we've got, because of the angles, we may not have got all of that, so that's fine. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to crouch, and I'm going to clean along there, and I'm going to clean this one as well, okay? So we're hitting this one from this side, and I could even attack that, but it doesn't seem to be really worth it. And I'm just spraying in and under there, as well as this side. Obviously, I am stuck because there is quite a big wall to my left, so I can't really go any further left. When I say I can't really, what I mean is unless I get some sort of X-Men superpower or some sort of phasing technology, there's no way for me to go through that wall. Although in the past, to be fair, we have phased through the ground, but I anticipate that's more of a bug rather than a feature. Yeah, we fell underground a couple of times when I picked up the what is it? The scaffolding. A couple of times I picked up the scaffolding, and we've dropped through the floor. And another one, we were just walking along and we just phased under the ground, and I can't remember what that was. Oh, it was on the Ferris wheel, wasn't it? Actually, now that I recall. Yeah, it was the Ferris wheel, I think. So there you go. I apologise if this is very shaky. I am aware, and I know people have mentioned that it can be a bit shaky. It's just, it is what it is. Yeah. Oh, there's that rail done actually, which is pretty cool. I didn't expect to get that done. What I'll do now is I'm going to clean this trench and overspray it on both sides here, just to get, let's say, under that rail, and that should eventually get that rail done as a satisfactory clean. There's bits we've left there. I have a feeling that regardless of what I clean in this middle trench bit, there will be loads of little bits like that. And also, looking back over, that's probably where, oh, look at that, that's where the majority of the dirt is. See that? Yeah, it was back over there, so we've done that. I can't believe we're on it, 98%. Like I say, I think we are going to hit that 99%, and then we'll just have to clean the bits that I've forgotten about. Actually, no, there's a bit in the centre that I haven't yet done, and that is, well, there. But after that, there may be the odd little bit somewhere where it's like, no, you haven't done that. You need to go back and clean that. And I'm okay. I will do just that. I have a feeling, however, if we do this middle trench bit, it's going to be very forgiving of us. Yeah, see that? Proper job done. Okay, so as far as I can tell, that's fine. Let's just go ahead and clean the centre here. So this is the mosaic floor, although it's best if I clean this first, isn't it? Because if I clean this, we get loads of overspray, and that overspray will go on the floor, cleaning the tiles. Yeah, that's the way we're going to do it. Sip of beverage. I'm going to go prone just to get under there. Spraying there, spraying there. Go for a different angle. See, there's bits that we've missed. It's fine, not looking to get necessarily complete on this one until we've gone like that and right underneath, just to clean that side. Gonna spray there, gonna come along this one because I want to get, if I can, this done in there. These benches for some reason are quite difficult at times to get clean. I assume it's just, yeah, it's just under there. That was fine, that was quite easy actually. Just altering the angle, getting close in. You can see under this like sort of ridge there, which is very satisfying to clean once you're doing it, I should add. It's all that's really required. And, oh, okay, so it has give us the readout, which is a bit more surprising than I thought. So it's telling us we need to clean the benches, which we're currently doing, the tiled mosaic floors, which is this section and this section, and then the only standout is the tunnel lights ×2. So there are tunnel lights somewhere, like these ones. Oh, okay. I looked at this one randomly, and it said, yeah, you hadn't cleaned that one. That was, and this one. Right, they're done. Okay, I did not expect that. Like you say, I didn't expect it to give us only that. I thought it would be like, yes, there's loads of bits that you haven't cleaned, go back and do most of it. But no, it said tunnel lights, and the first one I looked at was the tunnel light that was in need of cleaning. Who would have thought that had happened? Honestly, the bits that I thought I'd miss is these. See these lights here, the uplighters, or these it's like the ceiling and there's a bit further up. Yeah, I would have thought of all the things. That's one of the ones. That would have been the ones that would give us the most issues. That's genuinely what I thought we'd have to clean extra. But no, it looks like we have actually been very thorough in our cleaning, which is good. It's good to know. It's good to know. Just gonna clean this bit of mosaic flooring and then we'll work over to the other one there. Obviously there's that bit there, which is now done. And there's us on 99%. We are heading towards the 5-star rating. I think it was it 2,000 or 3,000? I think it might be in 2,000 for the payment here. And that will get us all clean and give us a completion now. Commissioner Barry Onyx, your work has been signed off. Congratulations. Excellent. Right. Shall we check the time lapse? So, there's the time lapse. If I knew where the camera was going to be, I would probably clean left to right and work around. I'm lying. I can't even finish that sentence. It's a lie. I wouldn't have done that. I would probably have done a rough thing, same as that one there. That is 100% on Clean the Subway platform. I think that was 5 episodes in total. Overall, not one of my favourites. It just seems to be... It's genuinely too big. That, along with the very high ceilings, and the fact that it's just pretty much a symmetry thing. Yeah. It's okay. I think that's where I'd rate that. It's okay. So, it's just a big job. It's not necessarily really difficult. It's just a very big job. Anyway, continue and... Oh, we now have cleaned the fortune teller's wagon. So next episode we are going to have a look at cleaning the fortune teller's wagon and see what that is like. Hope you have enjoyed this episode and this chill session in cleaning what has been the largest one to date, the Subway platform, which has afforded us 2,000 generic units of currency, which means if we wanted to, we can get some equipment, specifically the extra long extension or the soap nozzle. We can't afford both. We also don't have the short extension as well, but I don't think we'll need it, although we can afford both the short extension and the soap nozzle. I think it's most likely going to be the soap nozzle, but as always, we'll see what the deal is in the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed it and it's been a chill one for you. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.